Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Lad for Set Play Gaming. This is the EAFC 24 Colchester Utd career mode. It is the Road to Glory with Owen Coyle, episode 9. Welcome back to the channel. We jump into today's episode 9. The first match that we have on the calendar is to finish off October. We are at home to play Barrow, who are in the top half of the table, so should be a tough game. As we jump into November, our first match there is against Gillingham in round 1 of the FA Cup, and we finished today's episode with a match away at Harrogate, who are struggling in the league. Let's get on with today's episode and see how the results go. So Barrow is the first game of today's episode, and Barrow are actually in the top half of League 2. Similar record to ourselves, so this won't be easy to break these guys down. I say that, but the opening 10 minutes, we create our first chance and score our first goal. Here it is. Kazim down the left, takes on Warren, just sidesteps him, lovely skill, chips it into the box. Tovide shows some good strength and awareness, sets up Chilver's first time shot, and he smashes that past Josh Lillis. It is 1-0. What a great start that is for us. Here's me saying, oh, this is going to be a difficult game. This is like so difficult to break down. And our first attack, one of our first attacks of the game, and Chilvers, we know he's a threat inside the box as the attacking midfielder, and he does well there. Smashes it past him into the corner. And Barrow playing with Dom Telford up front, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. He's a dangerous player. Here's Mazid Agumbo down the left. Guys that have watched the series from last season would know we signed him for Stevenage. They actually played him as a left wing back. I didn't realise that was one of the positions he was going to end up playing, but I think we played him primarily as a left back or left centre back, left-sided centre back. But he is an athletic defender, so that kind of makes sense. Lovely interception there, and then look at this counter-attack. Just before the half hour, Tovide slips in Matt J, and what a chance for Matt J here as he takes him on and then puts it into the top corner. Half an hour in, we are 2 goals up. I'm going to say that every single game now. Oh, this is going to be a difficult game. This will be really difficult for us today. And then hopefully, it's like an anti-curse. Instead of it working against us, it's going to work for us. Advantage played here as the defender pulls the Barrow player down, and Telford can't beat Tom Smith in goal. I was going to say Matt Smith. Matt Smith's the striker. Tom Smith, goalkeeper, getting across here. 2 hands, gets across and makes a great save. And EA there with the theatrics and the hypermotion V. Played in here, and Kazim goes down under a challenge and stays down, clutching his leg, and Smith has to bail us out there with a double save. Kazim would stay down and actually end up being substituted here early on. My papers are down there just below, just for me to see who it was. Agumbo trying a bit of athletic skill, but Greenidge showing his strength and his awareness to get across, and I wouldn't say bully, but he definitely won that challenge. Into the second half now, and Barrow yet to really test us and put any applied pressure. Good defending here as we manage to get the ball clear and stop the cross. It comes back out. Miranda's robbed, and a chance here for Spence, and luckily he fires wide. Let off the hook there with that one. And then here's an opportunity, 55 minutes in, Tovide sees the run, uses him a decoy, goes for his, fancied it on his left and ends up screwing his shot wide. Look at him, he's disappointed with that. And then a chip up to try and get it into Tovide, doesn't work. Telford, back heel into Whitfield, Whitfield into Garner, and that is a fantastic save from Smith. He is piping hot today. Whitfield into Telford, Telford back to Whitfield on the left, plays it in, Worrell, it's blocked, comes out, Stevenson, head down and smashes it, but he hits it over, and that is pretty much one of the last chances of the game as time runs out, and that is full time. We win this one by 2-0. They did have chances throughout the game, but there wasn't really any sustained pressure by Barrow. It wasn't a barrage, and it ended up being a nice win for us, a 2-goal win. We definitely needed that in the league, and Owen Coyle can look ahead now to the FA Cup match against Gillingham and hopefully we can get a positive result in that one. Let's see how we get on. Before we get to the FA Cup match, we have a look here, some injury news. Kazim is out for 3 months with a broken toe. Not good news for him. All the best for a speedy recovery. In the meantime, Fevre will get the left back spot in backup behind Iondolo, and enhanced game time for him. And a quick look now at the league table. 16 games in, we are 7th. Better than I thought we would do, and only 4 defeats in 16 games. It's a hell of a run for us, and hopefully we can maintain this kind of pressure on the top 6. Into the mid-table you can see there, Wrexham, MK Dons, Doncaster, Mansfield, a couple there at the bottom, near the bottom, that you'd expect. Sutton United not doing so well this season, and then into the bottom half, Newport County, Morecambe, Grimsby, the teams that you would expect to be struggling at the bottom are definitely struggling. Accrington with only 1 win in 16, and Tranmere with only 1 win in 16 as well. FA Cup time, and here we go. Now, Kazim wouldn't have made this game anyway. We rested players for the Barrow game so that we could actually play a full strength side, but Tom Hopper is on the bench if we need him, and we might very well need him in this game. Gillingham, a very, very good outfit. Naderson and Nichols. Tom Nichols, you'll remember, was actually one of the players we brought in to Stevenage, so very familiar with him. Here he is on the ball, opening few minutes, tries to play it through. Lawrence intercepts, then gets robbed, and Nichols with a low shot towards the corner. Great save by Goodman. And then 21 minutes in, they come again. Just the plan here, they're probably going to have about 65-70% of the chances really. And here's Nichols trying to curl that into the corner. Doesn't get it on target, but he is their danger man, you can tell. The plan is just to frustrate them till half time. Can we do it? Nichols cuts inside here, away from the captain Hall. A great block by Kelleher. Another attempt here by Naderson, another block. And then Mingy loses out, and Dieng thankfully scuffs his shot wide. He really needed to do better or recycle that back out to the wing. So far so good, 37 minutes. Here's Naderson, wriggles in between Kelleher and Lawrence. I thought Kelleher had him here on this replay. You can see he just comes across. I thought he'd actually made a tackle, but he kind of pulls out of it and allows Naderson the shot. So half time we do get to 0-0, and everything to play for. Mingy with a poor pass here, intercepted by Mahoney just 4 minutes after the restart for the second half. Into Naderson, and this time he makes no mistake, picks out the bottom corner on Goodman. Not good that from Jay Mingy. Kind of trying to pass it kind of square to McGeehan, gets intercepted, and then with just one pass through the centre into Naderson, and that is 1-0. 55 minutes in, here comes MacArthur into Nichols. Nichols drops the shoulder, but then in comes Hall, gets his foot onto the ball, temporarily stops him, but then Nichols manages to respond quickly. And look at this effort. This isn't all that far away really when you think about it. And then a strange moment here just before the hour, we actually get a long throw in, and I'm trying to get it to throw it to the striker in the middle. Look at this. He almost scores. It's the crossbar and post. I've never seen that before. And then we try and replicate it. This is a little bit better because it actually does fall for Tovide, only on his right foot. And he ends up blasting that wide. That's a great opportunity for him. And when you consider as well, he's taken more difficult chances than that. That should have been 1-1. Mingy chips it up. It's flicked on, and here's Chilvers. Great chance. He goes to the side foot. It's saved, and then knocked away by Clark. 76 minutes. Some chances there for us. Back come Gillingham. They're looking to try and get a second goal. Naderson this time pulls it back to Malone. Malone into Naderson. Naderson near post. It's blocked by Lawrence. He does well to come across and block him. 88 minutes. This is it. Do or die now. Ping the ball over. This is a great opportunity. Iondolo from this left side crosses it back stick. Hopper. And there is the goal. But no, it's offside. It's offside to Tom Hopper, unfortunately. And that is 1-0 full time. We are out of the FA Cup at the first hurdle. Not what we wanted, really. And a little bit of inconsistency creeping in. We win, we lose, we draw. We win, we lose, we draw. On to the final and third game. We take on Harrogate Town in episode 3's final game. Alright, so taking on Harrogate Town, 22nd place they start here. And so 3 points up for grabs. Trying to make amends for the loss to Gillingham in the FA Cup. It was a tough match for us, but no goals, so hopefully the forwards can do better today against what we would say is weaker opposition. Opening 2 minutes, Odo slides it through to March, and Hall had come across to try and get a tackle in, and he somehow manages to get it through to March, but March here going for the side foot shot and not troubling Tom Smith in the end. An opportunity missed for the home side. And then into the 9th minute, they come forward again. Falkingham, who's well known in League 2, into Daly. Daly into Odo. Odo into the box. He's strong, he's quick. Rattles a shot off the crossbar. We get away with one there. We started rather sluggish, but we show a little bit of promise here. Jay onto Bandera, needs a good cross, and he manages to get to the edge of the box. Taylor gets his head to it, then there's a bit of panic as Harrogate can clear it. Fevre's shot and cross both blocked, and needed a better connection with the head from Joe Taylor there. 19 minutes in, Falkingham pulling the strings in midfield. Follering and Kane Ramsey on the overlap. Follering goes inside. March goes for the curling shot as Connor Hall is just trying to block him there, make life difficult, and he ends up putting the shot wide. Need to wake up a little bit. Mingy here wins the ball left, and Warren Burrell has Chilvers takes him on, beats him, skips inside, slaloming through the defenders, plays it into Jay, has to be one, but it's a good save by Oxley, pushing it out for a corner. Lovely slaloming run from Chilvers there, that's what he's about. And then 42 minutes, Levi Sutton picks this up, threads a lovely ball through to Follering. He's going to pull this back to March, and March near post effort turned away by Smith. I tell you what, for a backup goalie, Smith's doing really good work. Really good work. Goodman's played a big proportion of games, and rightly so, but Smith, when he's come in, he's looked decent. Really decent. And then in stoppage time of the first half, you see Ramsey here offering support into Levi Sutton, into Falkingham, Falkingham into Odo. Odo again, finding space in the box, looking for the corner. He takes the shot. And a good save by Smith. Into the second half. Good proportion into the second half. Harrogate here, it's March. Gets a little bit of a look, but Dallison comes in, reads the play and makes a great interception there. And then a few moments later, it's Armstrong, Luke Armstrong looking to power his way in. Great block, and then Mingy can get it clear, but it's a poor clearance. Falkingham, Harrogate trying to put the pressure on, 12 minutes left. Sutton back inside, Falkingham into Daly. Daly goes for the shot, and there is Dallison again. So on his return from injury, Dallison steps in with 2 important interceptions. We're going to see here, 87 minutes, Falkingham ran off the ball, then he wins it back. Odo wide to Armstrong. Armstrong looking to cut this back. Odo in the box, into Daly, but he ends up putting that one wide. And we end up drawing this game 0-0. Disappointing in terms of offence. And Harrogate really will feel they could have won that game. Kind of got away with one there. We need to be much sharper in the next one. Alright guys, that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you're enjoying this series and would like to continue to support me, please find a playlist available at the end of this video. You can watch more content and consider subscribing as well to help me out. When we come back, we're playing Wrexham, MK Dons and Bradford City to finish off the November calendar. Until then, this is our lad for Set Play Gaming.